Hello everyone, this is Carl Dawn Stover. I'm doing my Module 7 for Educational Leadership. Today, we're going to look at Bowman and Deal's Human Resource Frame. In this frame, leaders act as an architect. We look at this organization as like a family. Everyone in this has needs and skills. We want to see teamwork, communication, decision-making, goals, strategic planning, and, of course, leaders doing the right things in this human resource frame. This has 4 key assumptions. Assumption number 1, this frame serves human needs. 2, the people and organization need each other. 3, if the fit is poor between the people and the organization, exploitation will happen. And 4, a good fit between everyone means that both the individual and the organization will have a great output. Next, we're going to look at how I see this frame. That's on your screen right now. So what you're probably seeing is a puzzle. Because as I was learning about this, I really felt that my leadership style really made this human resource frame look like everything should just fit together. That I shouldn't just think one group is more important than the other. Because in reality, we need all of these groups to work together as one to really make the school be successful. So let's go throughout this puzzle. You'll see that the principal is in red, and it's towards the center. This principal would be simplifying me if I was the principal in this school system. I, of course, would be one of the main people in the school in terms of dealing out procedures, understanding how the school works in all these different facilitative manners. I would handle behavior issues. I would also help set up large events and be there to support all of the other pieces of the puzzle. Next, let's just start around the puzzle. First, we'll see alumni members. Alumni is so important. As a principal, I need to kind of make a bridge between the school and the alumni and get them pulled in so that they're supportive. I can see myself doing this through a variety of ways. One way I've actually already done while I'm a teacher. I've reached out to alumni that are in MyCo and at Great Plains and Cashco, and they actually donate materials to our shop program. They donate electrodes, metal, and even welding wire, which are super expensive to run a shop. They, in return, are going to hopefully get some employees out of the deal in the future. Next up, teachers. We wouldn't really have much learning going on in a school if we didn't have teachers. My job as a principal is to be supportive of these teachers and have an open door to them. I need to help them in a variety of different ways. I need to give them constructive criticism over how they work through their classroom and give them ideas of different things that they could do to make themselves more successful and their students learn more. I also need to have their back. They're going to have different bumps and bruises along the way, getting through the teaching field, and I need to be there in a supportive manner to help give them advice or sometimes step in when we might have different behavior issues. Next up, parents. Sometimes the parents can be good, sometimes it's a little rough when they're in your office. Hey, parents, I need to be willing to talk to them. It's my job to have a strong communication. I really feel that as a principal, I'd need to be out at different sporting events and out into the community to see these parents to really form a bond with them. They need to know that I'm here to make sure their student is successful. Sometimes when you have a parent in your office, that can be really stressful. It might be because their student did something they shouldn't have. Okay? I need to make sure that the parent understands all the school's laws and procedures, but also talk about ways that we can help this student and to better himself or herself. Next up, maintenance personnel. One of the first things I was told when I was getting into teaching is you need to go make friends with 2 people. And one of those two people were the head maintenance guy. These are the people who fix everything in a school, from a leaky pipe to a broken window. As a principal, I'm going to need to be willing to talk to these individuals about how we're doing different things. Make sure that they're aware of different things that might be broke that teachers have told me. Also, be making sure that we're staying within our budget for the school. Next along the list is paraprofessionals. Paraprofessionals definitely don't get all the credit that they deserve, as they're a hardworking bunch. The whole SPED department is excellent in the work and dedication they give to their students. Paraprofessionals, I'm going to need to make sure that I'm supportive of them and that I understand the SPED process and what extra needs that these students have so that they can be successful. I also need to be checking into making sure that we are following all SPED procedures and that everything is going accordingly. At Ellsworth High School, we actually are in a consortium where a lot of our higher needs SPED students will actually go over to Salino 305 district. However, we keep a lot of our students and they actually are in the general education public. Paraprofessionals need to be aware and be supportive of how to handle these students in any given situation. And I can help bridge that gap. Next up, the yellow custodian piece. Custodians, sometimes they have a stinky and smelly job. And not everybody can do their job. Okay, it takes a special person. My job is going to be making sure that we communicate well and that they feel valued. A lot of times custodians are undervalued. Custodians are going to be the ones not only cleaning our rooms, but cleaning the commons area, picking up the puke, okay, getting ready for events. And with these events, as a principal, I need to make sure that they have an up-to-date schedule and that they know what they need to set up and what they don't, so that they don't have to do any extra work. Next up, the cooks. I mean, we all have to eat right, especially our students. We need to have a successful nutrition program. Cooks, I need to make sure that they're getting accurate lunch counts so that they can get the right food out on the table for our students. Also, I could be in charge of helping making sure that students are running smoothly in and out of the lunch line, as sometimes that can be a tense environment because kids are hungry and they all want to be first. Moving to office staff. My office staff will be some people that I'll have to have a really close relationship with because they're going to handle a lot of materials that are going to be private. They're going to be handling money. They're going to be handling parents, teachers, students, everybody. I need to make sure that they're valued. I need to have strong communication with them and tell them what I need, what they need to be doing, and also give them enough room so they can actually get their work done. Students. Man, students would be the whole purpose of having a school system, right? Students are somebody I need to have a positive relationship with. They need to know that I'm supportive and I want them to be successful, but I'm also going to lay down the law when they step out of line. Having a firm behavioral plan is crucial. I need to be checking up on students who maybe have a higher chance of failure and make even a more positive relationship with them so that they can really see that we care about them and that we want them to be successful and that we want them to stay in school. Next up, finally, is the community. The community piece of the puzzle, I think, makes up everyone and the other pieces because everybody's a community member. My job as a principal is going to be getting out in the community and making sure that we have a positive image at the school. I need to address problems that might occur with our students with some community members. And that's okay because they're parents, they might be teachers, they might be alumni. My also job with the community is going to be having an open door because we have a lot of sporting events, plays, banquets that the community is going to be invited to. With the principal job, I should also encourage students to get out and become active community members. So the utilization or the creation of a community cleanup day by me as a principal to get our students out there and really showing what their community has to offer while also giving back could be an excellent place to start. So, my human resource frame is a puzzle. And I'll be quite honest, I don't think one piece of the puzzle is more important than the other. Because we all need each other to be successful. Without one piece, something wouldn't get done. Without students, we wouldn't need to teach anything. Without teachers, we wouldn't have the ability to teach anything. Without paraprofessionals, we wouldn't have the resources to really get through to all the students. Without our community, we wouldn't have people to support us and come to all of our games and our plays. Without maintenance personnel, everything would be broke. Without parents, we wouldn't have that love system, that positive background for students to come from, and an automatic support system. Without cooks, we'd all go hungry. Without office staff, me as a principal would probably be lost with paperwork. And without our alumni, well, we're losing out on all the businesses that our students could go and work for someday, and also valuable support dollars and valuable knowledge levels that our students wouldn't get the opportunity to take in. So, my school system is a puzzle piece where everyone is important and everyone is valued.